Isaiah 3:1. For behold, the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and shalom to the Akim, Aquathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. Isaiah 3:1. For behold, the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem, the northern kingdom, the Latinos, Native American Indians, and from Judah, the southern kingdom, the so-called blacks, okay, the stay and the staff. All right, that stay and that staff, man, that's a protection. There was a hedge put over the children of Israel, okay? All right, after that hardcore slavery that we suffered coming out of the Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, 15 down to 68. In 68, it says, ye shall go into slavery in ships. Okay. So when we ended up here in this slavery in America, all right, there, after that 300-year period, there was a hedge. Okay. And it wasn't, basically we were still subject to the curses in Deuteronomy 28, 15 to 68. But there was somewhat of a hedge over us where we could not be totally destroyed. Okay. So he's getting ready to remove the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread. Okay. Where we can go get up and go to work and then go to the grocery store. All right. Buy what we need, and the whole stay of water. All right. So he's getting ready to remove our ability to move in this society freely like we have been. All right. So this is what's getting ready to take place, man. And the prophets have been out here for years. Okay. Those that have been teaching the curriculum for 40 years, 35, 40 years. Okay. Those that have been teaching the new covenant for the last 3-4 years. Okay. So now we have cried unto you, man. All right. We've been out on the highways and hedges, making our bodies a living sacrifice. Now the scripture, the devil has come down with great wrath, knowing that he has but a short time. If you look at the draconian laws that are being set up right in front of your face. I was watching a video earlier about Trump's big, beautiful law, our big, beautiful bill, Salakia. So this big, beautiful bill, and I can't quote a lot of the things that were being brought up, but the discontinuing of the history of so-called African Americans is being pushed, man. Okay, the removal of this information. The only thing that they want to teach, and the man said it like this. He said, "If you're not white, okay, and if you're a female, shit, it's let me try to remember. So, if you're a female, if you're black, okay, if you're not a white male, the only thing that a white male is going to be getting taught is what they've been teaching, if not something a little bit more geared toward rulership, okay, and trying to silence people and trying to be like Hitler did, a master race, basically. This is what the design of some of the things in this bill is speaking about. Okay. There are so many other things in the bill I can't mention, but if you try to look at some videos pertaining to his budget, his big, beautiful budget, that bill that was getting ready to go to the Senate, and they're going to pass it, and he's going to sign it immediately. Okay. and they're going to immediately start to shut down certain programs um, in the health industry, civil, okay, which means your city workers, county workers. A lot of them are going to start to lose their jobs, and basically he's going to put people in certain positions, and that's he's going to put people in these positions that are loyal. It's loyalists that are going to be getting put in these positions. And then some of these loyalists are going to have instructions to shut some things down, especially in the civil sectors. Okay, your local municipalities are going to start to shut down a lot of programs. Okay, public parks and things of that nature. There's going to be so many things that are listed in this bill, this budget, that's gonna kill a lot of jobs, man, for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, because if you go to any city, man, you can see who are all the city workers, man. Most of the city workers in the city I live in are Latinos, man. Okay, most of the county workers, Latino males in the city, some females, Latino females, uh, uh, some males in the county. Okay, a lot of so-called blacks in the state. Okay, this is who this is going to affect. They're going to shut a lot of these programs down, and it's going to become very difficult for blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He's he's getting ready to go after the Haitians. Okay, this thing is getting ready to get bad out here, man. And our people haven't listened. Uh, um, but at the end of the day, you know, those that are not supposed to listen, those that were sifted out, those that the Lord didn't want, okay, they're the ones that are going to go through hell, man. They're going to face. We're going to be here during the tribulation, but these people they're going to go through some shit, man. And they're throwing people out of fucking airplanes. What are those C-130s? The back door opens. Okay. Supposedly, they did say that some bodies were washing up in different places in the Mediterranean, but that doesn't have anything to do with the Latinos that were being deported from here in the United States, unless they're flying them over there in commercial and then putting them on C-130s and then taking them out and dropping their asses in the ocean, you know, which is a possibility. You know, we don't know what they're doing with these people, man. Okay, but let me get back to a couple scriptures, man. All right, so this is Isaiah 5. I'm gonna read 3. Yeah, I'm just gonna read 3, and then I'm gonna continue. Isaiah 5:3. Oh, now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem, okay, and men of Judah. What did I just get done reading? All right, and 3:1. Oh, now inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. Okay, go out there and tell these people what is going to happen to them. All right, go and tell Israel what's getting ready to happen. Go and tell Israel, the northern and southern kingdoms, what's getting ready to happen to their ass, man. Okay, because you people don't want to listen, man. All right, I'm gonna read it again. All right, for behold, behold, the Lord Yahweh of hosts doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. Okay, this is not the first time that these things took place, man. Okay, the prophets came during the time of the Babylonians. Okay, Daniel being one. All right, Habakkuk. You see, these men were telling the children of Israel that trouble was coming. There's a time of trouble that's going to come during the time of the Babylonians, during the time of the Assyrians, the Persians, and the Medes. Okay, the Greeks. There was always prophets out there telling the people, "Hey, you got to get right, man. The Lord's getting ready to take these people down." All right, and everybody's not going like back during the time of Egypt. It's not going to happen. All right, this is what we've been trying to tell you. Okay, so going into what is getting ready to take place, we have to understand who the players are. All right, and Esau is it's Esau and Jacob, and Esau is the rod or the whooping stick of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay, he's the whooping stick. They Salakia. King David, Salakia. I was going to say Daniel again, but it's King David prayed to the Most High. He said, he asked the Lord to keep him from the hands of the wicked man, which is his sword. Okay. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger. All right. Assyrian also goes into Esau. Okay. Because this is spiritual Sodom, Egypt, the daughter of Babylon, Assyria. Okay. This man is his whooping stick. You go to Genesis, the 25th chapter, 25 and 25, and you can read about the birth of Jacob and Esau. All right. So Esau was born, okay, when he came back as Esau. He was actually Cain, and the rebirth coming back is Esau. Okay. So what you got to understand is Esau had a job to do because he was an unrighteous vessel. Let me I'm gonna read Romans the 9th chapter, because you read Genesis 25 and 25, it's going to tell you about the birth. Okay, Isaac and Rebecca had children. There were twins in the womb. Okay, let me grab this Romans real quick. All right, Romans 9, and I'm gonna start at 11, and then I want to jump down. Yeah, I'll start at, matter of fact. So Genesis 25 and 25, this is the book of Romans, okay? This is several hundred years, okay? All right, and this is the book of Romans written by Paul. And matter of fact, let me start at 9, and I'm gonna read to 12. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebecca also conceived, okay, because Sarah was the mother of Ishmael, okay. But Rebecca wanted a child. She was, asking her husband, "Hey, when's the Lord going to give me a child?" But she was an old lady, all right. And not only this, but when Rebecca also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, see, for the children being not yet born, okay, they weren't born yet. Jacob and Esau were not born yet, okay, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh, our power, according to election, the Most High chose, okay. All right, this everybody's saying Jacob stole Esau's blessing. No, the Most High chose Jacob to receive the blessing. Okay, he chose him. All right, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of Yahweh, our power, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. The Most High chose the one that was going to have the blessing. Okay, now if you go back to Genesis 25 and 25, we know that Esau was born first. Okay, the first came out red and hairy, like a hairy red, like a hairy garment. Okay. And when Jacob came out, he was holding the heel of Esau. And that's what brothers that are out here on the highways and byways are doing right now, holding the heel of Esau. Okay. Like, bro, this spiritually holding the heel of Esau is not allowing him to achieve his master plan, man, which is the New World Order. Okay. These men that are out on the highways and hedges are going to refuse everything that he's trying to push forward, man. And you're going to have the 144,000 and 1/3 of Israel that are going to do likewise. They're not going to refuse that sea hit, man. Revelations 13 and 16. All right. You see, and they're going to have the divine intervention of the Most High Himself, okay, when they start coming after us. All right. Because it's Esau's turn. Okay. So let me continue reading. It was said unto her that the elder shall serve the younger. Okay. So let me jump down to 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh our power that showeth mercy. Okay. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power. So the Most High put Esau over the children of Israel, because it tells you that the elder shall serve the younger. Esau was born first. Okay, Jacob received the blessing because of God's choice. Okay, but his father Isaac said that you were going to break you're going to break the yoke. You're going to break your brother's yoke off your neck for a period of time. And the scriptures tell you that he was going to be in rulership at the end. All right, Esau was going to be in rulership after he broke the yoke off. All right, and that was during when you go back to the time of the Greeks, they ruled. Okay, they were over top of us. All right. Then they fell. Then Israel, the children of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, at the end of the Roman Empire. Okay, when the Edomites they lost Rome, they lost that to the children of Israel. Then it became the Holy Roman Empire. All right. When you start talking about for 1,000 years in the book of Revelation, it said that the devil or that serpent was cast into a pit for 1,000 years. That's a period of time that they were in a confusion. Okay. That's a period of time that they were chased out into the wilderness, man. They were up in the caves of the Caucasus Mountains. All right. And then what happened was they were our servants in Europe. Okay. Then we taught them things, you know what I'm saying? And eventually they overcame us, and they started taking over certain parts of Europe until they developed stronger militaries and things of that nature, and they took the children of Israel down again. All right, you can read about those campaigns in the historical records. They're not going to tell you exactly who the children. They aren't going to tell you that they were fighting the children of Israel. Okay, they damn sure ain't going to tell you that. Okay, you got to do a little bit of digging, man, to find those types of things out. But they broke the yoke off of they broke that yoke off that they had on them, and during the time of Pope Alexander VI of Rome, his son Cesare or Caesar Borgia. Okay, that famous image that every day Florida Evans had on her wall. Okay, on the good times, and it's talking about that's the only Jesus she knows. All right, that's the image of Caesar Borgia. Okay, and his homosexual boyfriends, Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. These two were Caesar Borgia's little boyfriends and shit, and he actually slept with his own sister Lucretia. So when they broke that yoke off of us, these people started to come into power. Okay, the 1400s. All right, 1492. Then you had Cristobal Colon come over here, find this what he called the New World, but he brought Hebrew interpreters because the people that he found here, okay, would be the Latinos, Native American Indians. They left that part of the world after the Assyrian captivity. You can read about that in the book of Second Esdras. Um, and they took the children of Israel into slavery again. While we were ruling in Europe, they took us down, and the first crop of slaves, Negro slaves that came to America, came out of Spain. Don't let them tell you that the first ones came out of West Africa. That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. They came out of Spain, okay, because we were ruling in Spain, all right, and certain parts of Italy. Okay, Germany. You can see the coats. You can go and look at the coats of arms. There's a good book. It's called Nature Knows No Color Line. I have it downloaded on my phone, but you can see the coats of arms in that book, and it shows you that these people were so-called black people that were ruling in places like Germany, Holland, Scotland, Ireland, Russia. All right. Don't let these people fool you into believing. And they have the images to prove it. Vladimir Putin, he actually put the book. He actually went public and said, that the Israelites. This is what the Israelites look like. This is what the people in Europe look like. Okay, you can go to churches in Europe right now, and you can see the images of black people on the churches on the windows. Okay. You see, so Esau broke the yoke off, that yoke of bondage off, and now he's getting ready to lose that period of time that he had to rule. Man, his period of time to rule is over. Okay, that's why the prophets have been teaching. That's why the prophets are telling you what's getting ready to take place. Okay, let me continue reading so we can get to the point. I don't want to try to get this done. I don't want to drag it on too long. But I started at 16. All right, so for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power. This is why he rose Esau up, because now it's time for the Most High to show his power. He's getting ready to take his ass down, okay, and turn him back into a base man. And he's going to put the spirit on the children of Israel, the elect of Israel, okay, to show you what real kings and princes and princesses look like. All right, that's what's taking place right now. All right, the rulership mentality has been put on the spirit of the elect out here, man. Okay, it's going to intensify. It's going to get very intense on these people. You're going to see power like you've never seen, not even on a fucking movie. All right, all right. Let me start back up here. For the same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. Okay, he gave Esau all his power on the earth, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who art thou that that repliest against God? Why would you try to reply against God if he made one vessel a wicked ass vessel and another one a righteous vessel? Why would you question God about that? That was his will, right? All right. Why hast thou made me thus? Why Esau's questioning the Most High, like, why did you make me the wicked one? You know? Because you got to understand, Esau's seed line came from Cain. See, Cain had to come back down on the earth, man, because he was a fugitive and a vagabond. He never was brought to justice. So that spirit had to come back down here. So he put that spirit, that seed line, just like the seed line of Jacob, that righteous seed line, he had a wicked seed line, okay? Cain, first murderer, first liar, killed his brother. Esau's getting ready to try to do the same thing. I want the blessing. I want to have the blessing of the whole earth. So I'm going to get ready to kill these fucking people because they're in my way of ruling. They're in my way of ruling over this earth, man. You see? So this is what the nation of Edom's plans are, to exterminate the children of Israel so that they can get the blessing back by default. All right. So this is Esau crying again. Okay. When he went to his father and cried bitterly. All right. After he sold his birthright for some raw meat and some lentils. Okay. This is him crying again. All right. Why are you doing? Why is the Lord getting ready to take us out of power? This is the devil coming down with great wrath because he knows he has a short time. It's like we gonna push this shit. We gonna kill these niggas before he gets back, before our dad gets back. You see, this is what he's doing, man. All right. It says, "Have not the potter, okay, Yahweh, power over the clay, the two lumps of clay." All right, Jacob and Esau of the same lump. All right, the same mother. Okay, they were born. They were twins. Had the same blood running through them. Okay, so Esau, the so-called white man, is our evil twin brother, man. All right, he's a wicked ass twin brother that we have, man, and he wants to kill us. What was that movie? The Man in the Iron Mask. I think that was a movie about two twins. And the one that came out first, I got a matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up, man, because there's some similitudes in that movie because the one brother was supposed to be in rulership, but they put him in an iron mask. Okay, and the one was kind of evil as hell. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up, man. Don't quote me on that, but I'm believing that's what that goes into. The man in the iron mask, and the children of Israel are the men. We're the ones in the iron mask, man. All right, they hid the Most High's chosen, man. They hid the children of Israel from the world, the true identity of the children of Israel. Okay, so in a sense, they put us in an iron mask and in a cage. And nobody they chased everybody away from us. They chased everybody away from the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, calling us murderers. Okay, and terrorists and rapists and all kind of other fucking bad names. You see, that's what they do to us, man. All right, but the earth is starting to find out who the real killers are, man. The real rapists, the real pedophiles. Okay. That's you fucking devils, man. All right. Has not the potter, Yahweh, power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor, the children of Israel, and another unto dishonor, the nation of Edom, that dishonorable ass vessel, okay? That seed line of murderers, man. All right? Cain, the first murderer. He became a fugitive and a vagabond after he received a mark from the Most High. All right? And he said, hey, these people are going to kill me if they find me like this. Esau came back with that same mark. All right? So Esau tried to hide the children of Israel because if everybody finds out who he is, they're going to want to kill his ass, man. And now the world is starting to find out who he is, what his true identity is. Okay? That's why nobody wants to do business with these fucking people anymore, man. All right? This place is finished, man. Trump's getting ready to start a civil war in this country. All right? Which is going to turn to a race war. You see? All right? That's what's coming to America, man. This shit is getting ready to go down. And we've been telling our people this for years. The only way out of it is the new covenant. All right? This is the reason why Yahweh Shai had to come, man. Okay? This is why Yahweh Shai, the man of the world, ignorantly calls Jesus, had to come, because he had to be the mediator by his bloodshed, okay, to give us a grace and liberty to return unto the Heavenly Father, man. And like we've been telling brothers, if you don't say that you're in the new covenant, then you're still in the old, which means you're going to be judged by that old covenant. You're not going to have that grace. You're not going to have the protection of the blood of Mashiach Yahweh Shai when all these things start, man. All right, you're just not. Okay. All right. So what if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering, allowing the children of Israel and this long drawn out punishment? Okay, the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, because what is getting ready to happen to Esau? Okay, Esau is getting ready to receive his punishment. But the Lord said, I will start at my house, which means that the children of Israel are going to feel this first. And what did I say? He's going to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. Esau right now. I'm going to say Trump is Nero. Okay. And Nero is trying to set America on fire. All right. And then he's going to blame the children of Israel. There's nothing new under the sun, man. There is nothing new under the sun. Nero is getting ready to burn Rome, the second leg of the Roman Empire, aka America, and he's going to blame the children of Israel. Okay? Let me see if there's anything else. I'm going to stop right there. Okay? So let me grab this real quick. Give you a little bit of understanding. So Deuteronomy 28. And I'm going to go to 15. All right, because this is why we're being punished. Okay? All right? Because matter of fact, let me go to 1. All right, and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Yahweh Shai, unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy God will set thee on high above all nations. What did we do? We went against the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, did we not? We broke the laws. This is why I just got done making a statement that Yahweh Shai had to give his life, okay, and spill his blood to make a new covenant. All right, so that we can get back to the good graces of Hamashiach, of the Most High, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. All right, this is why we say Yahweh B'Hashem in the name Yahweh Shai. Okay, because we have to give honor, double honors, triple honors, all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High and His Son, man, through His Son. Okay. All right. So being as though he broke down that wall, okay, and became the mediator, all right, of a better covenant, the new covenant. We have to acknowledge that, man, we are in that covenant through His bloodshed, okay, to receive that liberty, to that grace. All right. All right. So let me jump down to 15. Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou shalt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh, thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon you. What did I say earlier about Deuteronomy 28:68? Okay. Ye shall go into slavery and slave. Matter of fact, let me slide down there and get that. All right. And Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way, therefore, I spake unto thee. Verse 15. If you do not follow these law, statutes, and commandments, all these curses, this being a main prophecy, a major prophecy, we were going to go into slavery, into Egypt. Egypt is synonymous with the word bondage, which is slavery. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get it. All right. That's H4714. Okay. See, they putting they playing too much. All right. All right. So Egypt, it goes. It's a Greek word, Egyptos. okay, which means bondage. All right. And that means slavery. So we're going to go into slavery again with ships. By the way, therefore I spake unto thee. So when we went into slavery on slave ships, okay, this was Esau. Uh, uh, this was Esau being the whooping stick, okay, for the Most High. This is him. This is him doing the Most High's job. This is the Most High having that vessel of dishonor punish the children of Israel, okay, for not following the law, statutes, and commandments. All these curses, okay. Now read Deuteronomy 28 and 15 down to 68, and you'll see that all of those curses in there fit the children of Israel to a T, man, to this day, okay. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It doesn't fit anybody else on the earth, man. Okay? All right. So being as though that I brought that out, you got to understand that we were under those curses, but let me grab Galatians 5:1, because like I said, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, Salakia, all right, was given an instruction from his father. Okay, Yahweh Shai, I want you to go down here and I want you to take this doctrine, my doctrine. This the Most High saying, this is my doctrine. Take this down there, and I want you to teach these men. Okay, and then I want you to tell them, give them a commandment to go teach others, and them to teach others. Okay, but the script, when you go into the scripture, it tells you that these men were known. Okay, the 144,000 were known before the foundation of the earth, which means we were known by the Most High and Yahweh Shai in the spirit world. Okay, go back to Genesis, the first chapter, where it talks about the creation. All right, the Elohim. Okay, and that's the gods. That means there's plural. That means that Yahweh Shai was given a commandment by his father. Okay, hey, go, I want you guys to go and fix this up. Then those men, Yahweh Shai and 144,000 went and they did the creation. And they made other men. You see? And then those other men had daughters. And the sons of God, the 144,000, looked on those women and said, oh my goodness, what did we make? Okay? And they fell from grace. All right, Jude 6:1, the angels that left their first estate. All right, so what did Yahweh Shai had to come down here and give them a way back? All right, that's what's taking place right now. Okay, and that's why we have to acknowledge that we're in the new covenant. You see, only those that were with Yahweh Shai during the time of the creation are going to acknowledge that they were with, that they are going to acknowledge that they are in the new covenant. Only those men are going to acknowledge that. Okay. All right. So Galatians 5:1, it says, stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Mashiach, Yahweh Shai, hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. I'm in the new covenant. Okay. Because if you're saying you're not in the new covenant, you're still in the old, and you're going to be justified by the laws that you cannot keep. It says that if you keep one law, that you're a debtor to keep them all. And if you don't keep all of them, that you're going to be put to death. So use men that are not in the new covenant, that are saying you're still in the old, you're going to get put to death. And like I said, only the 144,000 are going to acknowledge that they are in a new covenant. Okay. And the believers that say they're in the new covenant are going to be saved. 1/3, which includes 144,000. All right. So a lot of you brothers are still in, a lot of you brothers that are saying you're still in the old covenant, you're in a lot of trouble, man. All right. And blaspheming the new covenant, you're in for a hell of a ride, bro. or 21. So winding down, I'm going to just pretty much read through this. I'll bring out some points. I don't want to run out of time. I don't know what's going on with my phone. Baruch 4 and 21, I'm going to read down to 34. Okay? Because this is what's taking place, all right? Right now. All right, this happened before during the time of Egypt, the Babylonians, okay, Assyrians, the Persians and the Medes, the Greeks, the Romans, first leg of the Roman Empire, okay. All right, so this is what's going on because the men of the and the number of the 144,000 men, women, and children, and that large multitude of believers. Okay, it says Baruch 4 and 21, be of good cheer, O my children, and cry unto the Lord. And that's what we're doing right now. We sigh and cry all day long about the abominations here in this place. Okay, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. I'm in a new covenant. I have the mark of exemption, the Thawah. Okay, this is the Gentiles are getting ready to come in heavy. A lot of people are going to start coming into this thing heavily due to the teaching of the new covenant. Okay, for my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy has come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto that shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior. Okay, the mercy that's going to soon come. Why does it says that mercy that's going to soon come? Because all hell is going to break loose. Okay, like as now the neighbors of Sion, the children of Israel, have seen your captivity. All the nations, they understand what's going on right now. They've been watching. They know who the children of Israel are now. Okay, and Esau is still trying to play the leader of the pack. Okay, according to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, but the other nations are like, yo, this nigga's wicked as hell. You know, they're getting ready to turn. They getting ready to turn on these people, man. You see, and they think that they're going to get help when all hell starts breaking loose, and they rouse Judah up, and then the other tribes, come in. These other nations are going to be like, nah, bro. If we come over there, it's not going to be to help you. It's going to be to fuck you, and we're going to kill your asses too, man. Y'all are wicked. You're wicked as hell. Look at this shit that they're doing, man. Okay? All right? They don't want these people in rulership anymore. Okay? They don't want the United States in rulership any goddamn more because they're a bunch of fucking liars, man. Okay? All right, they have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation. All right, what did I just say? We getting ready to get up out of here, man. They getting ready to come over here and put Esau's ass dick in the dirt, man. All right, from our God, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. That's Yahweh Shai coming, man, and them big ass chariots. Okay, they're gonna see the salvation of the children of Israel. You see? My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from Yahweh, our power, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee. Esau has persecuted us, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. What I just get done saying. When they push Jake to that point of no return, okay, by that big, beautiful budget, that bill that's getting ready to pass. Oh, they're going to pass that. But when they pass it, what's going to happen? Jake is going to snap the fuck out. Okay? Jake's going to snap, man. All right? And y'all think y'all just going to run up in people's neighborhoods and that's going to be that? Nah, man, World War III is going to kick the fuck off. The economy's going to collapse. They're going to say, we got a solution. People are going to be like, and they're going to tear this place to fuck to pieces, man. And you better put some good running shoes on, like I always say, because there's gonna be a lot of fucking running and screaming going on out here, bro. And once you get Jake roused up, man, that's it. This shit is over. Okay? All right, so be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahweh, our power, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. So the Most High brought them upon us. Why? Because of Deuteronomy 28 and 15. We did not follow the voice of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and keep his law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? Yahweh Shai came, what is that, Galatians 5 and 1. Okay? Gave us the new covenant to come back into the good graces of the Most High. And he gave us liberty. Okay? Because the Most High brought these things upon us, and he's going to bring hell upon the children of Israel, taking away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. Okay? So all right, let me go back up. For as it was your mind to go astray, not follow the law, statutes, and the commandments from our God, Yahweh, okay, our power, so being returned, the new covenant, seek him 10 times more, okay? All right? Get out on the highways and hedges and tell these people that you're in the new covenant. Tell everybody, I'm in the new covenant because of the Most High's Son, Yahweh Shai, died on the cross and spilled his blood to give me liberty. I don't have to worry about being perfect in the laws. I'll be condemned if I go and do something that I'm not supposed to in my spirit. Okay? All right? For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. What I just said. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem. For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. So the children of Esau, Edom, the Edomites, they're miserable, man, right now. Because they know that there's something wrong. They know that something is coming for them. They know it. You know? I swear I haven't been said hello to by so many fucking white people, and I believe in my entire life in the last couple of years, man. You know, they all want to be your friend now. They all want to speak, smile at you. You know, you know what I'm saying? You know, these people, they're miserable as hell, man. They may have the perception of happiness, but I know in their hearts, man, they're like, man, something is coming. You know, I used to deal with this Italian chick, man. You know, swear she's a Jake. But she said it one day. And I used to talk about this. I used to talk about the Edomites and all. I used to talk about all this, man, in front of her, and shit never fazed her. You know what I'm saying? That's why I believe she's a Jake. But at the end of the day, and she's a Rossi, okay? That's Southern Italian. Okay, we know that a lot of Southern Italians are Jakes. But she said, yeah, you know why white people are so mad? He said, because they know they're getting ready to pay for all the shit that they did. Okay? All right? So miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. So Esau's getting ready to get kicked dead in his ass. And let me grab Revelations 14 and 10. All right. So their destruction is here, man. So this is what they're getting ready to do, just like we did. Okay. We didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And the Most High put curses on us. What is that? Deuteronomy 30 and 7. The curses are falling on Esau. You see him out on the highways, man, begging for damn money. You know, on the off ramps. Every red light that you get to, you see a so-called white person standing there with a sign saying that they need help. Okay? So just like we drank of the cup and we were not supposed to, Deuteronomy, Salakia, Revelations 14 and 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh our power, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, his righteous anger, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the Most High is getting ready to, and this is immediately after the tribulation and the elect of Israel are taken up and given new bodies. We are going to have the pleasure of watching the what they call the United States or America, okay, hit with thermonuclear rockets, missiles, warheads, and all kind of other things. You're going to have they do have shells, I believe, were tactical, so-called tactical nukes. Okay, so all kind of sizes of nuclear weapons are going to be used on America, man. Okay, that fire and brimstone. All right, Esau is getting ready to drink of that cup, man. And those that remain, those that are still alive, are going to be taken into a 1,000-year hardcore slavery, just like we were. They will have no name in the streets. They won't uh, uh, make a decision about a fucking thing. Okay, they're not going to make a decision about how to take a shit. All right, they're not. They're going to be supervised by Ham. Okay, we're going to have Hamites. Okay, supervising these people, and I'm gonna tell you right now, they're not gonna make decisions about a goddamn thing. It's gonna be get your ass up and go lay your ass down at the end of the day. Okay, don't talk, don't think, don't look. You better everything you do better be focused on your fucking job, cause that's what you did to us, and you're gonna get it double. That's what the scriptures say. He shall receive the double. All right. So you're going to get twice the beat down that we got when we were in our hardcore slavery. You're going to get double the beat down, man. Okay. We drank of the cup and weren't supposed to. You're going to drink of the cup now. Okay. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel, to rule well, and shalom to the Akim, Akwathium, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom.